Hasagat ha'adam is chokhmas Hashem he metzia. A man who grasps, this is the Mazal book, everybody, the wisdom of God, that is a metzia. That's something he finds. The wisdom of man is what he desires. What is this word? Lishkod. What's that word? Jacques, what does it mean, lishkod? What is it? Shakud. Shakud. What does it mean, shakud, everybody? Shakud. 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 Shaked. To wake up. Be alert. Diligent. Industrious. Jacques, you're a shakud. So, the wisdom of man is what he desires to be diligent in. The lagia, to reach, to conceive wisdom. Okay, so wisdom of man. Wow, that's really nice. That's a great. This is an awesome concept, isn't it? A man who grasps God's wisdom will find it. It's something to be found. And the wisdom of man is what the word is choshek, cheshek, attraction. And what that attracts to the point of diligence is to reach and grasp wisdom. So, I guess the word is passion. You guys probably in English call it passion. Why do you have a passion? Because you know that's wisdom. Meaning you're not passionate for a cheeseburger at McDonald's. Emphasize McDonald's. Nobody is dying for a cheeseburger from McDonald's. Nobody. But you're passionate about something that'll give wisdom. So how do you know if it's wisdom or infatuation? When you're dying for it, it's wisdom. When you're just kind of going with the flow, it's an infatuation. Right? Fast food is an infatuation. But a really great meal is a wisdom to it. U'b'sefer machshavos charutz oisvav. Bi'er divrei Gemara v'megillah yagati v'lo matzati. A guy says, hey, everybody, I've searched my whole life for wisdom, and I didn't find it. Jacques, do you believe that guy? No, he didn't find it. Lo yagati u'matzati. Jacques, this guy says, I didn't even try, but I found all the wisdom in the world. Didn't even try. Do we listen to this guy? No. Go away. Veguf ha'saga nikra mitzia de'emes Hashem yitain chochma. The body of grasping, like the thing that you grasp, is called a mitzia, a lost object. You understand this, Jacques? It's like you're on a scavenger hunt in the physical universe, and let's say it was Torah. You were doing your dance, and you found a Torah book, and you brought it home and said, family, this is the truth. Well, really, Jacques, it's not. You found a book. So you found a body of the thing, but it's called a mitzia. So you didn't, at that level, you didn't just find a book. Hey, everybody, I found a book for y'all. No, Jacques, you brought home a mitzvah, like a lost item. You changed the dynamic of it. That in truth, Hashem gave wisdom. In fact, Jacques, you didn't find a book. You didn't find a lost object. You found a piece of wisdom that God laid out for you. You understand that? Type 1. You brought home wisdom. And it's impossible for a man to grasp anything with his power or his effort. You cannot say, I went out and found wisdom, go me, go me, go me. Rather, God gives you wisdom only to become more wise. This is really, I think, the greatest greatness of man. How many of you guys have ever heard of the word refinement? To refine yourself. You ever hear this? Why do we like sports and greatness of a Facebook video? Humans can do wonderful things. The more you refine a human, they just become amazing. Right? You give a guy has a little bit of wisdom in something, the more he collects wisdom by God, it becomes what we call amazing people. This is how you become amazing. If you ever want to document how do you become amazing, send people this week's class link on YouTube. This is how you become amazing. You are born with wisdom. God will give you wisdom, and you keep repeating that until you become fully wise in your vessel. How is it possible to become initially wise? See, okay, once I'm wise, God, as long as I play the game, I'll become more wise. The question becomes, how do I get wise from the get-go? And Jacques, is this not what we asked in Denim class number 8? Aren't we saying that Johnny Ockham just lacks wisdom? How do we get Johnny Ockham to the 7 laws? He needs wisdom. Type 1. How do we impart wisdom to Johnny Ockham? How many of you guys want to hear the answer? I'm not going to tell you guys. Just joking. Here we go. Aval zehu kol chachmas ha'adam. Every man has wisdom. Ma shechishik lishkud lagia lahasi al-chochma. What he is attracted diligently to and reaches it and grasps wisdom. Basically, every man has his path in front of him. You have to be a shaliach, a messenger from God, that man with wisdom will find you with diligence until he realizes you are the gift of God to him called wisdom. Now, you are not smart enough to do that yourself. You need to be dedicated. If you're interested in giving Johnny Ockham the truth, you need to just turn it over to God. God, we give our service to you to help Johnny Ockham get the truth. So then you're going to live your life, and Johnny Ockham will see something by God through you that you're unaware of, because you're a messenger from God. And then Johnny Ockham will chase you down in order that you teach him the 7 laws. The fear of God is wisdom, and the fear of sin precedes that wisdom. Dezeu kol chachmas ha'adam, dama Hashem shoya me'amecha. V'hu ha'chachma rishonim she'amru haroye, ein noisin chachma ela sheyesh bo chachma. V'kol chachma titah da'adam v'nivra, v'lagia li'ira, az leichel ha'chachma yilash, v'nimshech mareshis, zeh da'al zeh, avid el achared el divred. Again. He only gives wisdom to he who has wisdom. All wisdom below, the lower wisdom, to all man who was created, is to reach Yira, then he's zoch into the higher chachma. Zed, okay. So you're given low wisdom to merit high wisdom. Wow. Now that's pretty cool. We said last week that Musar and Derech Eretz is the natural wisdom a person is born with. Another word for that is fear of sin. You are born with a fear of sin. So here we go. We're going to do a little game. I want you to play this game, okay? It's called How to Give Wisdom to a Man with Wisdom. I.e. Johnny Occam to get Ger. The answer is Johnny Occam has a wisdom of three things. Derech Eretz, he likes Pirkei Avos and ethics books. Musar, he likes character refinement. And fear of sin. And if I'm not mistaken, the Sheva Mitzvot B'nai Noach are just that. So what you have to do is don't just say, go do your 7 mitzvahs. Give him, see, those 3 things, Derech Eretz, Musar, and Yiras Chet. Those are his wisdom. Don't just tell the guy 7 laws without wisdom. That defeats the purpose. Give him those 3 things through wisdom. That's how you get Johnny Occam to get Ger. Then, Chachma soy lekabel od Chachma gavoa. His wisdom will receive then the higher wisdom. What do you think, Jacques? Not bad, is it? Not bad at all. And we'll keep going. We got a little bit to do here. The king sav sham yud. Derech Eretz, Musar, and fear of sin. But each one of those is with wisdom. Don't just say we're going to kill you in the Noahide law. That's not wisdom. Fear, the wisdom of fear of sin, the wisdom of Musar, and the wisdom of Derech Eretz. If you do that, Jacques, I am guaranteeing you a person will gain more wisdom. Guarantee you. That's a bold statement, isn't it? That is a bold statement I just gave you. That's how strong Mazal learning is. And I'm not a guy to guarantee. You guys know me by now. I don't give guarantees. But this, I am guaranteeing you. Because of the nature of this precious wisdom here. I mean, this is the Mazal book. This is another level. A guy said, I never found it. I never tried for wisdom. I just became wise. Don't believe that guy. You know what? I don't even have to study the Noahide laws. I already just know them. I'm brilliant. Jacques, do we believe that guy? Do we believe him? Come to me, Rabbi Cad, 7 laws. I'll make you a great blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. Umekomako nikra acher kach metzati. Umetzia ba behesech das. But when you do strive and you find, umetzia ba behesech das. A metzia is something that appears out of nowhere. You can't plan on finding a $10 bill on the street, can you? That's what makes finding a $10 bill so exciting. So same with wisdom. You can't say, well, it's actually very funny. The reason why this is not true is because wisdom, by definition, is a surprise. This is why you can't play yourself in chess. Well, look at that. I checkmated myself. Woohoo! Can't do it. Torah is above you, period. The kol yagias adam v'ishtarluso shehurak kefi asagaso lo haya klola saga gedola kazol the divrei Torah shehi chachmas Hashem yizbarach u'kamasi achar kach makir dehu mitzia haba v'hesadas v'lo ishtarluso bo lezeh. That Rakafi Hasaga only according to your trial. Lo haya klola hasagas gedola. Nothing is higher than words of Torah, which is the wisdom of God. And when you grasp after that, you recognize that the mitzia. Remember what mitzia is, Jacques? What's a mitzia? Basically, it's the wisdom you find that's garmented in physical things. So it looks like a physical thing, but it's not. It's wisdom. It comes by surprise, and not with trying does it come to you. Again, you don't walk into a pizza shop and find the wisdom of how to get a free pizza by you knowing the formula of how to get a free pizza. That's no longer wisdom. It's not a mitzvah. You see what I'm saying? If your friend Bob said, go to Bob's Pizzeria and say, Bob sent me, do I get a free pizza? And she says, well, you know the secret code. Yeah. That's called cheating. That's not called but you have to try to find wisdom to trigger it. If you're not on the path of wisdom, God will not give you wisdom. So we know every person alive is on a path of wisdom. On the lowest common denominator, the wisdom of fear of sin. You know how that works at a restaurant, Jacques? If you walk into the restaurant looking stupid, why are you looking stupid? Because you're afraid you might be standing somewhere where you're not allowed. So the basic way the world works, because you have an innate fear of sin, now you stand looking around like, wow, I hope I'm not staying in the wrong spot. So the 7 laws are to cultivate that. Pretty smart, the 7 laws. Because you're already afraid of this. So you can guarantee that when you talk to a potential Noahide, he's already afraid of doing it wrong. Your job is to not deny him that wisdom. Well, here, do these 7 and you'll never do wrong again. Bye-bye. Have a nice life. No. No. Keep working on the wisdom of how to not sin. Jacques, trick question. What is the school of Torah that deals with the wisdom of the fear of sin for the non-Jew? I.e., what body of work will give you infinite wisdom to feed Johnny Ockham into his wisdom of fear of not sin? What is it? Everybody answer. You should know it. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Come on. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Which aspect of Torah? Loretta 1R. Ger. Thank you very much. Ger. Ger is guaranteed to give you infinite wisdom into Johnny Occam to feed his wisdom of fear of not sin. Is that brilliant? I think it's brilliant. V'oskaf, v'kol ha'chochma shemitzad ha'adam, shehu chochma titah. All wisdom that you're born with is the wisdom from Malchus, the lower wisdom. Einu ela cheshik liknot chochma. This is fantastic, man. This is really good. I'm telling you, this is a winner. The wisdom you're born with, this is Gear 101, man. This is really, the wisdom you're born with, which you call it fear of sin, it only has a desire for you to acquire wisdom. When you are told by the waitress, Jacques, move aside, you're standing in the aisle, you allow yourself to fear the sin because that's how we interact with you. The more you're pushed around, what you're really doing is afraid of sin, and you're allowing yourself to receive the wisdom that comes with that. You want to hear that? You guys want to hear something fantastic? Who wants to hear something fantastic? When I say fantastic, I mean fantastic. Do you guys think I mean fantastic? Or is this hyperbole? What do you think? Do you think I'm really about to give you the chiddush of a lifetime, or is that hyperbole? This is how King Solomon grew wise. What do you think about that? King Solomon grew wise by embracing his wisdom of fear of sin, of being a lowly guy, but really embracing that. Then it allowed him to grow in wisdom that it became his passion, growing in that wisdom. Do you realize what I just told you? This is how you can be as wise as Solomon, and you just heard in the first 40 minutes that it's not impossible for your soul. You should type 1 just for that fact alone. In fact, I'm already on a note. I'm going to title this Mishlei class, and I'm going to post this one for people to hear. Or Kabbalah class, sorry. How to be as wise as Shlomo HaMelech. That's pretty good. Not bad indeed. Ubekidusha Shabbos Maimer Zayin Ksav Av Shebe'emes Hu Gam Kin Ruach LaKodesh Ma Shenimshech Aleihim Ruach Chochma MeKodesh Elyon HaKodesh Baruch Hu D'Rak Hu Yitin Chochma U'Mipiv Dasu Tavuna. So Ruach HaKodesh, divine inspiration, which is levels of prophecy, is nothing more than high wisdom that you are drawing to yourself. But that's only when you're not looking for wisdom at the restaurant or it's from just regular fear of sin, but it's holy wisdom, which means you learn Torah. Here's a trick question. Can a Noahide get Ruach HaKodesh under these terms? Yes or no, 1 or 2? 1. Why? Because even a goy that learns Torah is like a Kohen Gadol, which they say is the 7 laws. Even Johnny Occam. So as long as Johnny Occam is even open to 7 equals fear of sin, he can become even prophetic over it. Hashem Yisbarach Mashpia v'Noisib B'Chokma Lahasi Gam Mashal Amalam B'Chokmasu. He can even get something higher than his wisdom, which is a prophetic wisdom, as Loretta 1R you learned about Tzedek being popped in your head when you go to the bank, type 1. Just fill your mind, and God will give you the answer. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. We're going to stop there. We are going to stop there. All right. Thank you, everyone, for another awesome edition. I think it was awesome. And we'll see you next time.